Hi and welcome to the Baby Sleep Magic podcast. My name is Chantal Murphy, and today's episode I'm just going to be talking a little bit about the baby sleep workshop that I conduct on the Gold Coast at Baby Bubba Spa. But before that, I'll just give you a bit of an overview. For the last couple of weeks I've been off and haven't done any podcasts, purely the fact we've just had some school holidays. So, we didn't really do much, unfortunately, with the whole lockdown kind of COVID thing that we're all still experiencing. So we couldn't go too far, we couldn't do too much, but what we did do, luckily we live in a beautiful spot on the Gold Coast and we were just fortunate enough to stay down at the beach for a few nights. We took the kids to a show called Outback Spectacular, which was really good. They loved that. We took them up to Australia Zoo, which they absolutely loved, the Croc Show, and they know all about Steve Irwin, so they really loved that. Yeah, so that's kind of what we did over the school. And we just took a bit of time out as a family. We just enjoyed each other's company and we just enjoyed not having to get up so early to do rushing around and school lunches and out the door, rush. So it was quite nice just to spend the time together and enjoy each other's company, really. So yeah, that's kind of where I've been for the last couple of weeks. So I'm just going to jump back into it now and talk a little bit about the workshop that I do. So the next workshop that I've got is on Monday, so the 20th of July, and it's relevant for mums, parents, age from newborn through till 4 years of age. I do break the sessions up though, so anyone with a baby between newborn and 6 months is generally the first class that I do, so 10 a.m. to 11, it goes for about an hour. And then I do a second class on the same day, about an hour apart, and that's for children, babies over the age of 6 months through to 12 months plus. And the things that we discuss in that time is everything. We will go through the room environment. We'll go through white noise, how loud to have it, what noise to have. We will go through a comforter, how to introduce it, why we introduce it. We will also go through food. Food is absolute key. Whether your baby's obviously, under 6 months, would be mainly on milk. We will go through milk feeds, how often your baby needs to feed, how much your baby needs to feed, what your nights potentially could look like. And then, once your baby is older and you've started to introduce solids or your baby's completely on solids, we will go through food and how to make the most of your little one's feeding times and how much they need to eat at what age. How big the portion sizes need to be, what times they need to be. Nap times is really important because depending on the age of your child, it all comes down to their wake window, which we touch on and go into quite a bit of detail with wake windows because timing is everything. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. You put them down too early, they don't sleep. You put them down too late, you miss the boat, they don't sleep. So timing is everything. We touch a lot on timing. Yeah, and you just get confidence. You've got the opportunity to ask any questions that you want to ask. We run through the what if scenarios, any troubleshooting you might experience, how to manage routine and, out and about, what to do when you go to Nan and Pop's house, what to do when you want to go out for dinner, what to do when you might want to start daycare, how to manage teething sickness regressions, what to do if your baby's dependent on the dummy and you want to get rid of it, or how to get rid of it, how to introduce the bottle. There's so much that we discuss and talk about. I also go through settling techniques as well. So it's not just a lot of talking. There's also options there. So when you do go home that day or that night, you've got some knowledge and some tools up your sleeve to put into place for that day or that night to get your little one to sleep. So like I said, for babies under the age of 6 months, it's not really about sleep training at this point, but certainly discussing gentle options of getting your little one to sleep. But beyond 6 months, there's strategies that we talk about as well. So whether it's the really gentle method or a process that you prefer or more of a firmer approach that you want to get results a lot quicker. So we go through all of that in the workshop. That covers pretty much everything that you need. And then after that, you get given confidence. Confidence is probably the biggest thing that mums walk away with. You get given like a sleep guide to go home with, you get given a booklet to go home with, and you get given my details as well. So if you do have any other queries or questions along the way, you can always DM me, shoot me a message. I'm always happy to help. But the most thing mums say that they get out of this when they leave is confidence. They walk away feeling like they've got a plan. They walk away feeling like they know what to do. They know how to read the tide signs. They know what to do when their baby's hungry. They just have the confidence. And then generally within that day or that night, I tend to get DMs and messages and photos from the success that the parents have had so soon. They are just blown away. So that's a bit of an overview of the baby sleep workshop that I do on the Gold Coast. So for anyone that's on the Gold Coast, the next workshop, like I said, is on Monday. It is $49 per person, but you are welcome to bring partners, grandparents, anyone that you wanted to bring as a support person at no extra cost. Your baby is, of course, welcome, or your toddler. There's toys there, there's mats there, there's pillows all provided, and it goes for approximately an hour. We don't clock watch, but we tend to get most of the information across that we need to in around about an hour's time. So I hope that helps. That gives you a bit of an overview of what we cover. If you are interested in attending the workshop on Monday, just feel free to DM me, whether it's through Instagram or Facebook or through the website. Yeah, because there's only limited spots available. And if you get in earlier, be able to secure your spot. So yeah, thanks again for listening, and I will speak to you again in the next podcast.